Saturday of the year. I cannot even believe it, but it's happening. It's going to happen whether you want it to or not. So here, I hope your first weekend has been going well. Let me just do a quick refresh. I don't know if you can hear me. It looks like we're live now, so that's a good thing. Except all the comments disappeared. Okay, there we go. Hello everybody. 16 degrees. Nancy, you are welcome to have that cuz no. It looks like 6 degrees. Rosie, you need to move, kid. Good Lord. Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me. I'm too cold, and I think it's like, let's see, 39, which is warmer than it's been most of the day. It was all the way up to 45 when we fed the pony this evening. So, yeah, that's just not me. I'm not into it. I'm happy I don't have any white stuff. Do you guys have white stuff? If you don't, I think you're going to. So, let's go ahead and get started. Everything will be on my blog tomorrow, so you don't even need to take notes. Hi, Amy. Appreciate you coming. The stamp set I am going to share with you today is this pretty little number called Handmade Design, sorry. It's so pretty I don't even name it right. Handmade Designs. And the thing that's interesting, there's actually a couple of things that are interesting about it. The first off is you're not going to be able to buy it. You're going to have to pick it as a free item during the joining special that's starting on Tuesday with Sale-A-Bration. So between the 7th of January and the 28th of February, we're going to have an awesome joining special, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But one of the options that you can choose is this Handmade Designs. What's fun about this is it was purpose-built. It was made specifically to be used with Stampin' Right markers, okay? So you can color it however you want. Obviously, you can stamp, you can color it with blends, you could use a blender pen, you could use watercolor pencils, you could use your Stampin' Right markers, whatever. But it was made particularly to be used and be perfect for using with the marker to rubber technique, and I'm going to show you that today, okay? So let me just show you this special real quick. Starting on Tuesday, like always, you're going to pay $99 plus tax. You can pick $125 in merchandise. It's anything you want from any catalog, from the online specials, or the online exclusives, the clearance rack, whatever you want, to add it up to $125 in merchandise. You're going to get free shipping, just like always. But then you are going to select from two particular options. The first one is option 1. You'll get this Handmade Design stamp set for free, and you'll be able to pick 2 of the 4 color family markers. So it's not the little ones, not the in color markers where you only get 5 markers. It's the $35 a pack color markers. So you could pick the Brights and the Regals, which you might do if you wanted to make this card, because those are the 2 packs that my markers came out of. But you'll get the stamp set and 2 of those 4 markers, and you could pick the other 2 sets with your $125, or you could pick things entirely differently. If that doesn't appeal to you, you can spend your $99, pick your $125, and go with option 2, where you get an additional $30 in free merchandise, whatever kind you want. Okay, so like I said, that is starting on Tuesday. I'll have more information on it as we get closer. And if you have any questions, please holler at me. All right, so we are using the Handmade Designs, and we're also using one of the beautiful free papers in Sale-A-Bration. This is free with a $60 purchase in the January-February timeframe. It is called the Fruit Salad 6x6 DSP. When you make a $60 purchase before shipping and tax, you'll be able to select this as one of your items. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about fussy cutting, but there is a lot of fruit in here that would fussy cut real well. Because why? Because they give it lots of border around them. So, like I was just looking at those pineapples. The pineapples would be super easy, either the rings or the full fruit. That would be super easy to cut out. I wouldn't do a real hard fussy cut on those leaves, but you could cut out all the different ones and pile them up and just make a fruit salad. I wonder if that's why they called it that. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I have 1 piece of that fruit salad. Now, it's fruity on one side and kind of a geometric look on the other. So this is the Pears DSP, but I'm going to use this side with just the Daffodil Delight showing, okay? And here we are. We're going to use a little bit of liquid glue. You knew I would, right? You just knew I would. And we're just going to mat that on Poppy Parade. So I think Daffodil Delight and Poppy Parade are like a very, very good color combo. It makes me think of spring. It makes me think of summer. And these flowers that I made really make me think of my marigolds that I always grow when I have tomatoes because they help to keep the bugs away. All right. Then I have a 1/2 inch wide by 5 1/4 inch long piece of Poppy Parade, and I am going to adhere that right in the center, across the center long ways, okay? Now, what you can do here that I have found is I will take my grid paper and line my cardstock up and try to get an even number, the same number of squares above and below. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a little bit. So I'm going to go up just a little bit, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Now, if I just center this strip on that center line, I am in the middle of my cardstock. Okay, so even if you didn't like the grid paper before today, you should like the grid paper now. And you know, that's a 1/2 inch, so that's 2 of those squares. So pretty much there we go. Now let me see if I'm lying to you or if it looks straight. It does look straight, doesn't it? It does look straight. And you can tell because my panel is straight on my grid paper and I'm hitting the grid paper on the same side, at the same place on both sides. Okay, okay. So that's it. Okay, okay. All right. Now, I used the next to smallest stylish shaped square, extra dimensional cover there. That comes free with that set, apparently. Now, what I'm going to do, I only need 6 squares, but I was trying to think of an easy way to tell you to do this, because you could put out your 6 squares and color and huff 6 times and then just move this around. But I want to try something, okay? Because I was thinking about it as I was walking Finn around, and I'm going to see if it's going to work. So I cut out 8 squares, and I'm going to put them together like this. So, and I am totally playing right now, okay? Because this is not how I did the first one. The first one, I did them all together. And then I've got one more square here. There we go. All right. And I'm going to do the same with this set of 4, because if you do too many inks and huffs, you might get a little bit lightheaded. I'm just saying. Just saying. And when I say huff, you know what I mean. Like if you were on a window and then you were going to put a smiley face in it. I know you do that. Don't act like you don't, because I know you do. Okay. Now, to do marker to rubber, what you're going to do is you're going to use Stampin' Right markers. Stampin' Blends doesn't cut it. Okay, because this is water-based, and so it gets reactivated when you huff on it. Alcohol-based ink isn't going to do that. It's going to dry too quickly, and it's going to be like, you're huffing on me. I don't care. I'm staying dry. Okay, so don't try this with your Stampin' Blends unless you just really, you know, love it to do it like that. You ordered today, got the corner stamp set and the heart stamp. Oh, cool. Also got floral paper. All the sap. Yep. Yep, you can definitely get a lot of Sale-A-Bration items. Okay, so to do marker to rubber, use the brushed end of your Stampin' Right marker and just kind of keep your brush almost parallel to the stamp, and then just color. You're coloring, okay? So you're going to color all those beautiful lines. What makes this so nice to do with this technique is there's enough separation between the areas where you're coloring. Sometimes, you know, a cling stamp works better for this than a photopolymer. It's not to say you can't use a photopolymer. It just isn't going to be quite as nice of an image. I don't think. You have to work a little harder at it. But not every cling stamp works, because they kind of sometimes will get all of the colors mushed together. And so you're thinking, boy, I'd love to be able to put all the different colors in there, but I really can't. All right, but this one works good. So color that with the Poppy Parade, and then get your old olive. You could use garden green, you could use mossy meadow, you could use whatever color makes you happy, and color the leaves. I like old olive. And then color the stem. Just be a little careful going up right there. Okay, so color the stem, color all the leaves. Okay. Now it's all colored up, but if you stamp right now, you're going to have some parts that are kind of dry. Okay. All right. So I'm going to huff, and I can't really do that on screen because it's going to be quite awkward. Do it as much as you can. Try not to touch your lip with your stamp. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it right here between all 4 of them like that. Okay, so now I have 4 different squares with different designs, and I'm just going to repeat that on the other side, okay? On the other set. So I'm unless I get really goofy. Why did I use 8? Well, just because that way I'll be able to pick the 6 that I like the best. All right. Because another little piece of this kind of layout is getting a design that makes you happy when you look at it. It did sound a little like Darth Vader. Exactly. All right. So let me get that off of there. It looks like I had a little bit of Poppy Parade on there. And you can, you know, if you hyperventilate, you could get a little dizzy. So use a little common sense, you know. Okay. Put our lid back on. And then we're going to huff and puff. And I'm going to do like that. Perfect. That works. That works. Okay. So then we can get our 6 and decide which ones we're going to like the best. You kind of want a mix of green and full leaves, full flowers. I think we'll go like that. And then you can kind of just look and see whether you think you like that look. I don't love that. I don't like this one, I think. See, that gave, by having 8, it gave me a couple of different options here. Now, we are going to have, I just stamped the sentiment in Poppy Parade on a piece of basic white and cut it out with the largest banner die. And so this is going to set basically in the center. So now you're going to take a look at that and say, yep, I think I like that. I think that's good. Do you guys like that? Give me thumbs up if you like this design right here. We're going to color those flowers, not to worry, but does this all look, does it make you happy? Or does it make you go, oh no, that's horrible? Oh, yep, 38, Sue. It is cold here. I've got my little heater going on down there. All right, I'm not seeing anybody saying they don't love this, so I'm going to go with yes. Everybody likes it. Give me thumbs up. Nobody's paying attention. I don't even know what's going on. Yes, we got a thumbs up from Judy. Okay, flip the top right and left. The top right and left. These two like that. What you think there, Angie? Do we like this one? This looks good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave those on there so I don't lose track of it. I'll keep these because you never know. I might want to make another turn top right. I'm not sure what that meant. Hillary, tell me what that means. 102, Leslie? That is the sublime to the ridiculous, isn't it? Top right, turn top right. Like that? Anybody? Well, I'll start coloring. We can always fix it. Okay, so to make our colors, we're going to make this look like a marigold. We're going to use the bullet end of our Stampin' Right marker, and you're just going to kind of go right inside the lines like that. Now, if you wanted, you could actually use, you could really use your Stampin' blends, your Stampin', your Stampin' blends, and color the whole flower with just the Poppy Parade edge. But I kind of like this, so it'll be kind of like a white flower with roughly yellow and red edges of the petals, and I like that. I know I grew this marigold last year. I know I did. There are some beautiful marigolds out there these days. Gone are the days when you could have orange or yellow. Please don't want any other colors. Now you can have all the colors. All right. Color right there. Okay, now this one, when I put it back, not sure how y'all want me to put it. I'm going to try it the way I just took it off of there, and we'll see what we get. Now, why is this working with markers? Partly because we're not making any effort to color the whole thing. If you want to color this whole flower, use your Stampin' Blends, okay? Use the Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blends. And you could surely do that. So this stamp set has this image, and it has a potted, like leaf plant. You know what I'm saying? A potted leaf plant. There we go. It's a potted leaf plant. And it colors perfectly as well, because see how far away everything is, so you can color it however you like. You can even get jiggy and color the veins a different color than the outlines of the leaves. You can do that. You certainly can. Now, I love this joining special because I do always tell folks, especially if you're even a little bit new and you don't have all of your colors yet, I try to convince everyone that when they purchase their ink pads, they should also get the Stampin' Right markers and the refills for all of their ink pads. That way they're never caught with, oops, I have a bad inked image, I need to fix it, which you would use your Stampin' Right marker for, or to be able to refresh your ink pads with your ink refills. So this joining special is actually a pretty solid way of knocking a lot of that out. Really is nice. One of my happiest days was when I finally splurged and had all of my Stampin' Right markers filled in my Stampin' storage holder here. I had no open spaces. I was so happy. Okay, so there we go. Oh, we'll go like that. Okay. Now, are we all pretty happy? Turn bottom center 1/4, left or right? This way? I think that way. Maybe that way. There we go. That'll make better sense too once we cover it with the sentiment. So it's going to look like that. What do you guys think? I like it. I think it looks pretty good like that, really. Yeah, I do. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to adhere these with liquid glue, and once again I am going to employ my grid paper. All right, now my center of my grid is going to be probably right about there. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a little bit. So it's a little bit over like that. All right, there we go. And then look at that. I'll just mark it like that. There we go. Now, to do this, what I recommend is that you start with your middle square. If you're already a demonstrator, you're not out of luck because you are already getting those things at 25%, at 20% off. And you, Miss Judy, with your Bronze Elite, are getting it at 25% off, which everybody can do. Really, pretty much almost without fail, everyone gets to that point. So 20 to 25% off is not a bad lick, because it's not only on the Stampin' Right markers pack, it's on everything. All right, so there's that one centered, and then I'll do the bottom one the same way. And now I'm just kind of lining it up. I'm looking to see that I have equidistant there, top to bottom, between the strip and the edge of the paper, and that these two edges are lined up. And then we're just going to split the difference with the other 4 pieces. Okay, so it isn't like it has, if it's not perfect, what's going to happen? Nothing. The card police will not come and say, excuse me, that is not perfect and it is not straight and I don't like it and you should make it different. No, they're not going to do that. You're going to go, that is a handmade card. It is unique and one of a kind, baby. If you want it to be perfect, go buy it from the grocery store. But order it by Monday if you want this stamp set. It goes away for demonstrators to order at the end of the pre-order. That is accurate. If you are already a demonstrator and want to purchase this, you can purchase it at its full price, which, if I recall, what I saw was $21. And I'm pretty glad I did. I am, because it's cute. I like it. All right, last one. Here we go. There we are, and there is our card front. All righto. Now, I'm going to take some, and it's not old olive, it's garden green, but, you know, nature has all the greens all together, and they mix and match, and they just thumb their little petals at you if you get upset about it. So I'm going to take a double strand of the garden green natural tones linen thread. That was terrible, what I just did there. I just made a big mess. There we go. We'll get it out. You can't, you know, pride goeth before a fall. I was like, I'm just going to whip out this bow. And then I got a little cocky and didn't pay attention and almost had me a knot and a knot, a knot and a knot. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to make kind of a large bow. That's not really pretty. I don't like that. There we go. All right. Am I missing anything? Am I missing questions? Till the 7th, and then you can't order it. That is correct. Get it on Monday if you want it, if you're already a demonstrator. I didn't understand what you were asking, Judy. Sorry. Okay, so there's our bow, and I'm just going to put it, I'm going to even that out just a little bit, and I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue. 16,000 miles? Holy moly, that's a long way. Thereby reminding us exactly how big Australia is. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a second. Now, you can actually put this on with just a regular stack of dimensionals, but when I did that, I picked it up because it didn't let my bow have any movement. It was cramped. My bow was cramped, and nobody wants a crampy bow. All right, so now I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals out here. And I'm going to put one dimensional right there. And then I'm going to pick up these lids. I think I can get one more dimensional there. Let's double check that. Yep. So pick up the lids and then just put a second dimensional. So if you think about it, you're really only using one dimensional, but you're stacking them up. So you're getting twice the bang for your buck right there. And I do like to use the dimensionals on the card front instead of on the sentiment when I'm trying to go over a bow, because it makes it easier to avoid the bow. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now we'll go ahead and get this on kind of as straight as we can. There we go. And once you get it on, if you feel like you need another dimensional there, just put it on. You can do that real easy. Just make your little stack like so. Get all the dimensional covers off. And then with your handy tweezers, which I know you have, slide it right under. And to finish off, I'm going to use a couple of dots for days. Now these are crushed curry, which is not, it is not Daffodil Delight, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be okay. I'm going to put them like so, and then I'm going to put one up here like that, and then another one on my sentiment like so. And there we go. There's our card front. Now, on the inside, I am just going to stamp my flower again. So one more time. Una mas. Color our flower with the Poppy Parade Stampin' Right marker. And I'm coloring the whole thing, even though I'm going to put it in the corner of this panel, I'm coloring the whole thing so that I don't have to think about where the colored part is. Does that make sense? Otherwise, I'm like, I didn't color all the way. I probably better be thinking about where things are. This is the easy way to do it. Okay, like so. Make sure. Yes, Luke, I am your father. All right, and we'll put that there. And then why don't I grab my envelope right quick and do the same thing again, and then we'll be done coloring and huffing and Darth Vadering. We got, I think I told y'all we got Paramount Plus. We signed up for Walmart Plus so that we can do the scan and go. And it gets Paramount Plus, and so we've been watching Strange New Worlds, the prequel, if you will, to the original series. And for anybody who doubts it, I am an original series girl. Jean-Luc Picard, no. No. If anybody is a Picard fan, sorry, not sorry. He's just not. Nope. Nope, nope. It's Pike and Kirk for me. All right. So we'll get some huffing going. I was waiting for you to do that when you were huffing. The force is strong with this one. Okay. So now we'll color our flowers with the Daffodil Delight. I love how pretty it is without the Daffodil Delight, but then when you put this in, it's just gorgeous. I love it. It's like the flower is coming to life right in front of us. You just have to kind of look and be sure you're getting all the places. And here in the middle, I kind of just scribbled. One thing that's nice about Stampin' Right markers, they don't bleed through. So you don't have to worry about it when you're using it on your envelope, and you don't have to worry about it coming through, which means if you screw it up, you can still stamp on the other side. Once you color with Stampin' Blends, you've kind of used up both sides of your card stock. Just saying. Don't know who needed to know that today, but somebody did. Okay, here we go. All right. There's that one. And we'll do the envelope really quick. Yeah, it's a good one. I like it a lot. And I'm loving Landman. We've kind of fixated on Strange New Worlds. It's a little, it just makes you kind of want to binge it a little bit. I like to binge and watch them kind of back to back. And then we'll probably do the same with Landman. I think he's got Bumblebee queued up out there now. Although he's probably watching it. I love the Transformers. Yes, I am 3. I know. But if you were gonna want a Transformer, which Transformer would you want? And you can't have B because I've already claimed him. I do kind of like Optimus Prime. I do like a good truck. But Bumblebee, you'd want B for your daily driver. Optimus Prime is a little, a little obvious. He's a little obvious, but he's pretty. I actually saw somebody who had painted their tractor to look like Optimus Prime, the semi-tractor. I thought that was pretty cool. If I had a semi-tractor, I would probably do that. Okay, so there's our envelope done. And our inner liner is just going to go on the, the inside. Oh, let me show you a fun thing about this stamp set. Let me show you. It has this. Now, you could do the Stampin' Right marker coloring and huffing, but all I did was just stamp it in. I know. how do I put my stamp labels on? I will show you that in just a minute. Actually, what I will do is I did make a short video on how to do that. And you will like it. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp this right here like that. And I'm not even gonna color it, but I am gonna say, handmade by Mary, with a smiley face. Isn't that fun? And it comes right in the set. It's like free in the set. Where's my card panel? Oh, there it is. See, I didn't have anything bleeding through and I couldn't see them. And Laura, if you will wait 2 seconds, I will find one of my new, surely I have a new stamp set that I haven't mounted. I will show you how to do it. I'll demo one. All right, so we're going to put this on the inside of our card base. And then we'll pop our card front on with some more dimensionals, because yeah, dimensionals, hello. And my heater is really working good. Now I'm hoping I have everything stamped right on here. I hope I did it right. Oh, phew. Phew. I almost, the other day when I made the sample, I almost put the card front on the wrong place entirely. I was like, oh no. Stop, Mary, stop. Because I put the inner liner in and then I was like, ooh, I should stamp the back. And so then I stamped the back and then I went to put the card front on and I was in the wrong place entirely. Let me just double check that one more time. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't ever given a card to somebody with the inside wrong side down, but I don't want to do that with this card. Okay, quick envelope flap with a little more of this fruit salad DSP. And we will be done ski. And I'll hop up and look and find one of my new stamp sets. Surely I have a new one that hasn't been mounted yet. If not, if I don't have one, I will put a link to the short that I did on how to do that in my blog post for tomorrow. Okay, so there is our card. This uses handmade designs. Very fun. Going to be able to get it for free. If you're a demo, get it before Tuesday, get it by Monday, or you won't be able to buy it. You won't even be able to earn it. Okay, so that's that. Let me see what I got here for. Here we go. Okay, we've got Storybook Garden Patch. Let me show you how to mount these sticker stamps. All right, so the first thing you want to do, let's do this one, is you're going to find the same stamp. So this is my watering pot. And what you want to do is you want to take the sticker off of the stamp and then peel the label sticker up. And be sure you get both of it. You want all of it. So you want the whole sticker plus the backing. All right? Then you're going to put the sticker on your block. And then you're going to lift up the edges of the sticker cover. You can use your pokey tool on your take your pick tool, or you can use your tweezers. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look at the outline of the sticker. You can see it right there. The outline of the sticker is going to match up with the outline of the stamp. All right? And so just kind of hover over it and turn it until all the edges line up. And then set it down. Okay? And then you can just pick it up like that. And I like to keep them on the backing right there. Okay? So let me show you one more real quick. I'm going to use our pot here. Hello, pot. This is Kettle Calling. And we've got this guy right here. And we can take that off like that. And then we'll pick up our cover. And we can get that off in just a second. Okay. and then hover over the top of the stamp until you can see that all the edges of the label are lined up with the edges of the stamp itself, and then set it down like so. Okay, and then you can just peel it up and push that out, and it will come right off because it's not stuck to anything. And there you go. And then you just repeat all the way across. Done. Easy and peasy. All right. Alrighty, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll be back next Thursday. Don't know what we're going to make, but it'll be something. So y'all have a great rest of your weekend. See you later. Ta.